Hi kids! Hi parents! This is Betsy with Easy Peasy, and today we are going to talk about how to get dressed. The very first thing we need to get dressed is our underwear. Now underwear can be kind of tricky. What we need to remember about underwear is parents, give your kids a flat space to work on. So either have them stand by the bed or have them sit on the floor. Sitting on the floor is easiest. It's hard for them to keep their balance at this age. So when we're looking at our underwear, we have 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. Our feet need to go through the biggest hole. This can be kind of tricky. So let's see how we're going to lay this on the floor. Lay it on the floor in front of us so we can tell. When we lay it down on the floor, we want to have the biggest hole by our feet. Okay, here's my feet. I want to have the biggest hole by my feet, and I can check this to make sure by looking to where the tag or the writing is. Where's the tag? Where's the writing? Here's the writing. The writing needs to go flat on the floor. The writing should be touching the floor, or the tag should be touching the floor and close to us, right by our toes. Okay, so the tag and the writing should be right by your toes and laying on the floor. Then we're going to put both feet in through the little holes like this, and we're going to pull it all the way up to our knees. All right, so I'm going to show you. We're going to put our feet through the holes, and we're going to pull it all the way up to our knees. Okay, from there we are going to stand up. We're going to stand up and we're going to pull it all the way up. This is the tricky part, parents. So here's where you need to make sure we know how to put our thumbs in the waistband, or we can get all twisted and turned, okay? So we're gonna put our thumbs in the waistband and we're gonna pull, 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 and then we have to pull it over our butt, over your butt, and pull it up in the front, okay? So we can't just pull from one place. We have to pull on the sides, and then we have to move our hands over our butt too and make it go over, 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 wiggle, 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 until it's up to the top, okay? Let's try it again. So we're gonna sit on the floor and we're gonna put our underwear just like this. The biggest hole is gonna be by our toes, and the tag or the writing is gonna be flat on the floor, okay? So make sure the writing's on the floor. And then we're going to put it on over our feet, and I'm going to show you with the big ones. These are too little for me, that's silly. And I'm going to go up to my knees, and then we're going to stand up, and we're going to put our thumbs right here in the waistband. Hold it with your thumbs, and pull up. Sometimes we have to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to get them on, and we're going to pull this over our butt. Wiggle, 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 wiggle to get them on, okay? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Then we wiggle our little butts and we can get them on. Okay, now, if you start like this and you can only get up to your knees and you get stuck, what might have happened is that you started in the wrong hole. So we have to sit down and we have to start over. I'll show you. So let's say I do this, and I put my legs in, and I get to here, and I stand up, and it won't go anymore. That means I probably made a mistake. It won't go anymore. It won't go. We don't have to cry. We have to start over. So sit back down, take them off, and look for where the tag is or where the writing is. And make sure the tag and the writing are flat in front of you, right by your toes. The tag and the writing go on the floor, okay? And start over. So remember, parents, remember to teach them to put the tag and the writing on the floor. They can't really see which hole is bigger. That's the hard part for them at this age. So make sure that the tag or the writing is closest to them on the floor. Get them to remember that trick, and that will help you a lot. Also, get them to, as they're pulling up, put their thumbs in the waistband. This will help you pull up, and then you have to move to the back and make it go over your butt, or you'll get stuck on your butt, okay? If they wiggle a little bit, it kind of gets them. Number one, if they start to get stuck, it helps them to kind of get out of that. Also, instead of getting upset, if you say wiggle, 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 then they kind of loosen up a bit and will be a little happier and ready to get their underwear on. So this is how we put on our underwear the easy peasy way. Remember, the tag or the writing is on the floor, 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 floor. right by you and by your toes. Your toes have to be right by the tag or the writing in the biggest hole, And then we put both 3 feet through and we pull up to our knees, and then we put our thumbs inside and we wiggle, wiggle, wiggle and pull them all the way up over your butt. Okay? Now you know the easy peasy way to get our underwear on. We're going to talk about putting on shorts and shirts and other clothes too, but underwear first. Okay, have an easy peasy day.